Bora, Mathias!
Sempre primeiro, Mathias. Sempre primeiro, hein? Sempre primeiro, hein? Vantagem. Não deixa chegar na gola, hein? Não para não. Não para na frente dele, não. Aí. Isso! Volta. Deixa fora a pegada da gola, hein? Perfeito, Mathias, perfeito. Uma vantagem você, perfeito. Sempre distante dele, Mathias. Não deixa estar debaixo, não, Mathias. Sai. Olha as costas, sai, empurra. Boa, calma. Ajeita o jogo. Aí, ajeita aí, Mathias, ele é curtinho. A pegada firme dá pra atacar.
Deixa ele preso, rasca de novo.
Mathias, não deixa ele esgrimar as duas pernas, beleza? Ele vai querer esgrimar pra ir na gola cruzada, não deixa. Sobe. Aí. Tira agora, tira. Boa! Olha a esgrima. Boa, perfeito. 2-2, uma vantagem você. Perna pra dentro, vai cruzando o joelho. Não deixa chegar na lapela, Mathias.
Fica de acordo dele.
Mathias, mantém a pegada na perna direita dele. Ele vai querer jogar aquela Matrix lá. Tá jogando em função daquela Matrix. Dado com o braço dentro aqui, hein? Não deixa dar de baixo. Perfeito. Aí. Mathias. Joga essa perna dele pra trás. Da perna direita. Pra trás. Ó. Aí. Agora vai chegando. Vai chegando na meia.
Summer. Yes, I just keep wondering, is BJJ the biggest, most popular martial art in the world yet? And if no, how close are we? Because I every weekend we have a huge event. Like this thing is one. I'm literally like driving around Uber, and people, driving around my Uber, they tell me they know about the European Championships and the Jiu-Jitsu scene, and they know about it. Like 10 years ago, that was unthinkable. Like people know, and BJJ is really a global martial art. And it just doesn't stop growing. And huge props to Flow Grappling and IBJJF for being a huge part of that growth.
It's crazy how you're saying that, because I remember like back in like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I used to go to the immigration and I used to say, I'm going to the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. And what's that?
Even in Brazil, people didn't know.
Nowadays, I get in and goes, Brownie, you come here.
Yes.
We're going to be fighting.
Yes.
It's incredible how the sport has come. And as you say, I think it's hands down. I think we are the biggest active martial arts sport in the world right now. We have just showing like 5,000 plus competitors over here for the weekend. It's after Christmas when people usually has a little bit of want to have a break of it. Man, it's amazing to start the year here with good vibes, man.
I couldn't agree more. And here we are watching Tommy Langaker representing Norway, one of the big European names, against Mathias Luna. Mathias up by one advantage. It's been an interesting matchup. Mathias recently promoted to black belt.
It's really interesting because Mathias has a very good game. I saw him fight in the absolute, and then he did really well pressure, pass control, barely made a mistake, you know. And then if there is someone that can beat Langaker, it's him with the kind of his game, which is methodical control and pressure, not allow Langaker to start. See the angles that he does, like he's blocking all the angles that Langaker, even though Langaker is very good at this, but he doesn't have the option. See, he always moves right. It's incredible.
Yeah, he's very loose. He's got a Langaker with the omoplata. Let's see if he can transition to an armbar there. See what he's trying to do that. Yeah, well defended by Luna. And
that should be an advantage, I guess, but.
And Scandinavian countries always with amazing athletes, man. They can't, you know, I always say Poland, I think, has the best jiu-jitsu in Europe. And I go back and forth between Scandinavian countries like Finland, Sweden, Norway, and Poland, right? I think those are the strongest countries in Europe for jiu-jitsu. Would you agree?
Yes. I think because they, you know, through the history of the wars and the hard weather, you know, it does toughen you up. You know, you can say whatever you say. You know, those people who can handle very difficult weather or being through war through the years, it's toughen up your skin because it's the mentality of the survival mode kicks in. And man, Norwegians, Swedish, Scottish, you know, the Russians, Germans, all those race, they are like a battle race, you know.
Yeah. And look at Tommy with that bolo there. See if he can get it. Very well defended by Luna.
Very well defended.
Really shuts him off. Like seems like Langaker is getting a little frustrated there too because he's blocked him a few times now.
Exactly, and it's exactly the way that I like to do it. Always open up and clearing the De La Riva one because if there is nothing to start, there's nothing to end. You know, that's what I liked. Actually, yesterday after seeing him fighting at the Absolute, the way that he fought against Bruno, I spoke to him after match. I congratulated him the way that he was fighting. It was really impressive of the control and how calm and composed he had it without exposing no gap at all.
Yes, and these competitors are, you know, they even though I'm not sure they've competed against each other before, but they certainly know each other well. And Luna can really prepare for Langaker. Langaker is known for his bolos and open guard transitions to the back, but Luna's doing an amazing job shutting them off. And the Berimbolo is about momentum too, right, bro? So if you like we were saying, you shut him off early on, there's nothing to work with, right? And Luna, what he's doing is he's been shutting him off before anything even happens.
Now, you know, Mathias just got a little bit too comfortable, and then walked back, got a minus, which was it can cost the match. You know, I think a little bit of frustration of not being able to pass, or a little bit of respect of Langaker trying to have a breather. Nowadays, when the referees are top of the game, if you walk 2 steps back, it's already a punishment. That's what happened.
Yes, and just for you know, you're at home, you're watching. The advantage outranks the negative. So Mathias Luna Macedo is still winning this fight, even though he has a -1. So in case you're wondering how the hierarchy works, it goes points, advantage, and then negative.
Yeah, the negatives would work only if it's a completely draw, and that would be a difference.
Yeah, he positions himself really well. It's very loose. I like his mobility.
The foot lock by Mathias, that's a very good position there for Langaker. Is he on? That's definitely going to get a knee bar.
That's bad for Mathias to go out of bounds. He might get 2 points.
That's for sure.
And you can see Mathias try to spin inbound, smart. He doesn't want to go out of bounds.
That was very smart.
Yes.
So he gets an advantage. So now Mathias is losing. By that walk back, that could be
because of the negative. Yes.
You know?
You see, and we're talking about the mat awareness, right? That some competitors have, some don't. Like Mathias Luna clearly is aware of that because you can see the effort he made to spin inbounds. On mat area number 3, we did have Leonardo Saggioro defeat João Gabriel. No, we'll stay at mat area number 8. We're just the results there are. Wow, I was surprised that Saggioro would beat Gabriel, but huge win for him. Moving forward in the next round, and here we have
Langaker already scored another 2 points.
Up by 2 now on Mathias Macedo Luna.
But after watching Mathias, you cannot relax until the match end. You know, he always secured the positions, and then when the right time comes, he opens up and fires it out.
Yeah, the 50-50 position never favors the person who's losing, right? You're behind on points. You want to avoid the 50-50 like just the plague, man, because it allows the other person. It's kind of like the closed guard.
Time takes time.
You don't ever want to be in a closed guard when you're losing. It allows your opponent to buy time. Even if they're good at opening it, you're still at least, you know, a few seconds you're gonna be in there being able to accomplish nothing.
2 points. Back in the draw now.
But he's still losing because of the negative.
The negatives.
Yeah. So tough spot for Mathias.
This is gonna be a big lesson for Mathias because it was unnecessary. Langaker wasn't up in no danger at all. He just walked back. It's a good position here by Mathias, controlling the heel and turning inside to go for at least. I tried to go for the footlock on me, but that's what he's trying to do, see, so making difference. That's good position here, Mathias trying to apply. You know, making defense, turning into the 50-50. We want to get left foot, but Langaker is holding really well.
Little time left.
Now it's a footlock
desperately needs an advantage. The advantage would give him the win, though.
Yeah, if he sweep after. Because now Langaker got the points for the sweep.
Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, with the points, yeah, he's got a huge. He needs the advantage and the sweep.
Langaker is doing really well, defending the possibility of the footlock, holding the left arms from Mathias. But the foot is over there. Look, he has 20 seconds to now sweep and see what's going to happen.
And see if he can come up. It looks like he does. He's still behind, though.
The footlock he wants, he made just one mistake. That was walk the lock.
Yeah, the advantage.
2 seconds to go.
Huge win for Tommy Langaker. Huge win for Europe, right?
Exactly.
One of the main European competitors here. We're at their European Championships.
It's really important.
You know, one thing that very few competitors do is actually go on IBJJF's website and read the rules. Like when I ask my students, like, raise your hand, who's actually gone on the website and read the rules? Like maybe 1 out of 30. Like the vast majority of people have never bothered reading the rules. They just kind of show up, and you know, if you're a serious competitor, you should, every time you compete, I recommend going on there, and they have videos these days, even easier, right? You can just watch
That's a beautiful transition here by Mathias.
Very nice defense.
Look, blocking the berimbolo here.
But every time you read the rule set, you learn something new, and that could be that one little detail that gives you the advantage in your next fight, right? So definitely worth the effort.
Let's keep up here the man number 3.